Good morning, everyone. How are you? Welcome. It's Friday. I hope that you have had a fabulous week. Welcome to this week's Fire Up Report. If this is your first one you're joining, I'm Catherine, your sales director, and this is where we do some Reco and we connect on an individual level outside of our Monday meetings. And I just give you reminders to keep your blinders on in your Mary Kay business. So I'm going to start us off today. Kind of our agenda, we're going to talk about the Price is Right. I've got events to remind you about. Got some sales ideas and some Reco. I'm so excited for our unit. Y'all are doing absolutely amazing. So I want to start off with a Mary Kay quote, though. I don't know if anyone got their Applause magazine and saw our superstar Erica on the cover. Look, I even got my applause on that for you, Erica. Oh my gosh, she's on the front cover of the Applause magazine. Y'all, that means her face is in thousands of women's mailboxes. How cool is that? That is so cool. But right inside the opening cover is a quote from Mary Kay Ash, and it says, "Start to build your dream life in your mind and write that goal down on paper. You must make your goals realistic, yet aim high enough that you will have to stretch to reach them. Whatever your goals are, plan how you are going to do that. Don't limit yourself to just one route. Plan several ways to reach the destination that you want." And that's our founder, Mary Kay Ash. And I thought that that was a great way to start off. Normally, I'll read like a little passage from a book or something like that. And I listened to an incredible podcast this week. I will drop it in the comments when we are done today. So if you want to listen, you can. So I listened to a podcast called That Sounds Fun by Annie F. Downs. She wrote a book that I read, a devotion book called 100 Days to Breathe. It's a great devotion book if you need one. But she interviews people on all different things. And her ending question is, what do you like to do for fun? And this past week, she interviewed local famous to Pensacola girl, Emily Lay. Emily has an organizing and calendar company. And Emily talks about her new book, which I think I'm going to get. And right now the name has escaped me. It's going to come to me in a second, but she just wrote a new book. And she really talked about starting her company, Simplified. And one of the things that really struck me was Emily said, most people, they view you when you're at the top and your life looks perfect and you have the perfect house and you wear the perfect things and you have all the choices. She goes, what they don't see was when you first started your business and you had to find grit and tenacity to achieve your goals, to start this thing. And she told a story of when she worked another full-time job and she had just started her business, Simplified. And she said, what people didn't know is I'd work my normal job and then I'd go home and I would stay up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning working. And then I'd go to sleep for about 3 hours, get up at about 6, get ready real quick, drive an hour to my traditional job and work it all day long and repeat it over again. But she said, what I learned then was that you have to dig deep and you have to keep your vision in mind. So it was a great podcast. So I'll pop it below. Really encouraging. And what I want you really to hear out of this is that it's really important to fill your circle and your mind with inspiring stories, inspiring people that encourage you, people that almost make you feel uncomfortable because you're like, have you ever been around someone that they're so successful, you almost in your mind, you're like, what is wrong with her? Like, how does this even happen? That's growth. That is growth. So those are those feelings we want to enter. And sometimes that person's not physically in our space. And that's something I've learned through my Mary Kay business is I have a couple local girls that they push me like that. But you know where I get most of that? Listening to stuff listening to podcasts, listening to Mary Kay trainings. So, and I love to listen to podcasts 2 different times of the day. Number one, when I'm getting ready in the morning. So this morning, I actually listened to something by Callie that she does for her unit. She let me plug into that training. So I listened to her for about 20 minutes while I got ready. Y'all, there's a hair on my face. I can see it, but I can't. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. And then I walk my dogs usually during my lunch. And so that's about a 30-minute walk. And so I listen then. And then I also listen when I'm driving. Don't drive very much anymore. Actually, I had to drive all the way across town yesterday. And I was like, this feels so weird. But that's when I listen as well. Okay. So feed your soul. And if you need some ideas, let me know. All right. Well, we're going to continue on with our recognition. I hope that you actually read this magazine that Mary Kay sends to you. It's absolutely amazing, but it also has recognition in it. And we have a huge person to recognize. I underlined her name. So when you're a red jacket, Mary Kay prints you in here, first time red jackets. So I want y'all to see, it's just these little columns and these 2 columns right here that debuted as red jackets in December. And y'all, look, his name is right there. Shout out Deborah. Woo! Deborah is being recognized for being a red jacket for our unit. If you're like, I don't know what a red jacket is, that means Deborah has 3 active team members on her team. So shout out to her team. Oh my goodness, y'all are absolutely amazing. And guess what? We need another red jacket. So let's talk. If you're like, I want to build a little boss babe group of my own, girl. On Wednesday nights, we do Peek into Pink, where you share the Mary Kay opportunity with people that you love. Rather, it's something they would consider doing, or you're like, just be my friend. I want you to know about what I'm doing. And sometimes they decide, and it's epic. It's absolutely epic. And Callie and Ashley put that event on. Callie has put a totally new spin on it, making it really relevant to today's world. So I really want to encourage you to get some guests on that event this next week. All right, continuing on, I want to congratulate our Igniters that achieved 300 by the 15th. So shout out to Pamela and to Sandy and to myself. We are going to get some fun prizes. I do want to tell you guys, your prizes are coming. They're coming. The shipping is a little slow, so I apologize, but you're going to get your prize. I'm putting in a giant order tonight from the Prize is Right event. So I'll be our first sparkler with 600 or more, and I want to know who's going to join me next. All right. Shout out again to me. I was our only star for Q3. We weren't focused. So we're going to get focused on being a star consultant. Let me see if those prizes are in this magazine. I don't think they're in this one. Are they? No, they're not in here. Okay. We posted a picture yesterday of all the prizes. So go check those out. To get on target to be a star consultant, you have from March 16th until June 15th, okay, to do 1,800 wholesale. So that means you're going to sell 3,600. You'll have $1,800 in your pocket. There's your own stimulus. And then 1,800 to order product with. But to get on target, you just need to do a 300 wholesale order from the 16th through the end of this month. So you can do it. You can do it. Plug into our events. Y'all, our events are absolutely magical. So, Monday night, we had the prizes right, y'all. We had over 900 people watch the event. Personally, I sold a little over $1,000 and booked 2 appointments. Victoria had a few guests and she got a new team member. So shout out to Victoria and welcome Tammy. We'll be getting Tammy's photo and sharing her with you. And we're growing our unit in the New Mexico area. So that's so awesome. Y'all, what this event was, is it was a guest event and guests could win prizes. But did you know consultants could win too? Yes, consultants could win too. So we want to make sure you're on the next event. Yes, I said next. We're doing it again. So our next Prize is Right is in April. It's going to be on April 19th. So the event starts off with about 20 minutes of product commercials. Those products are featured in packages, and they're priced at about $50. So it was so awesome. My customers were just texting me, I want package 1. I want package 5. Like, it was so cool. And then, of course, once they get one package, you're like, oh, are you low on anything else? Oh, you want to try something else? Great. So we sold product. Then we encourage them to book sessions. I had my first one last night with an old-time customer named Kim. I met Kim through doing teacher appreciation events. She's a PR rep for Escambia County School District. And we haven't done a beauty experience in forever. And so she was on that night and she goes, that charcoal mask looks really interesting, but she has really sensitive skin. And so we did a virtual session last night. I FaceTimed her for about 35 minutes. I took her through the TimeWise 3D, charcoal mask, and the gel mask. And she said, I just want to see how my skin feels in the morning. And then I'll let you know everything that I want. And y'all, you know what's so cool? I did the whole thing with her. I did a charcoal mask. I did a gel mask. My skin feels so great this morning. And I was in my bathroom with a t-shirt on top and pajama bottoms on bottom. So, Nathan Moore, our president, he just shared in a sales director meeting the other day that despite women right now having antibodies or having the new vaccine, 80% of women still will not go into a cosmetic store and try products. They won't do it. They won't do it. But in Mary Kay, we have samples. We have no touch technology with our skincare analysis app and our makeover, the virtual makeover app, that y'all, we're more relevant than ever right now. It's insane. It's insane. So I just want to encourage you. I want to encourage you that now is your time. It's different. It's different. But now is your time. And if you're ready to do in-person appointments, you can. If you're not, it's okay. It's okay. So I feel like I'm getting off topic. Anyways, Prize is Right. So then we booked virtual appointments. Excuse me. Yesterday, I delivered product to one of the girls that ordered, and she'd done a hydro session before, but she was living in California then, and now she's back in Pensacola. And so I delivered to her last night, and before I headed her way, she goes, is there any way I could do another hydro session? Like, that was so fun. I was like, absolutely. Well, when I went to deliver her product, she is a caretaker for one of her family members, and then another family member was there, and she's like, do you have a book? And I didn't have a book on me, but the customer, her name was Sherry. Sherry was like, oh my gosh, you have got to do the hydro session with me next week. We could do it together. And so I was like, you know what? I will pop you a hydro session in the mail with the catalog tomorrow. And she was like, oh my gosh, this will be so awesome, because they have someone elderly that they're caring for. They're just still being uber careful, and they want that pampering session in their own home, in their pajamas. So now is the time. Now is the time. All right. And then we wrapped up the Prize is Right by sharing the Mary Kay opportunity. And y'all, it was so awesome. So awesome. So I just want to encourage you. The event only cost you $10. You got to get on. You got to get on. Now, people like me, or like Callie has a consultant that sold $600. We don't just ask one or two people. We ask a lot of people. I've got to run all my numbers. Today's my paperwork day. I've got to run all my numbers of like who said yes and then who actually attended. I think I sold to about 12 to 13 people. The average order was between $50 and $100. So, when you want those big numbers, you do have to invite a lot of people. But I know for many of you, $100 or $200 or $300 or $400, that would be a killer night. And y'all, I was just blown away by, I'm going to say, the lack of effort I put in. I did do the invites. I did 2 versions of invites. Like, I did one And then about a week later, I sent a second invitation, worded a little differently. And then I just set up reminders. That's all I did. Like, I didn't have to set up product or mail out product or squirt trays or any of those things. Like, it was so simple and so relevant because it was something different for our clients to try. And the other neat thing is you don't just have to invite your customers. It can be your neighbor. It can be your girlfriend. It can be your high school friends. Like, y'all, it's so awesome. So awesome. So join us. Put the next one on your calendar, April 19th. And I'm telling you, get on board now. Get on board. This is your call to action. Just do it. All right. And then also, Mary Kay is having our career conference virtually. Okay. So usually it was called Career Conference, and it was in March, and it was in about 50 cities across the country. But obviously, we're just not quite there yet because those events, they draw in a good 3,000 to 5,000 people. So Mary Kay can't risk it. So they're having it, but they've put a new name on it. It's called Rockin' Red Rally. Okay. It's still open to all beauty consultants, whether you're a brand new consultant, a senior, a red jacket, a DIQ, a sales director. It's for everybody. Mary Kay has just put a theme on it because they want it to be fun. We're all going to wear red, and Mary Kay is going to have some special training, some special recognition. And we may even get together to watch a portion of it. So go ahead and register for that. It's only $20. It's only $20. And here's what I want to say to you now. Sometimes virtual gets like, ugh, it's another virtual conference. What am I going to learn from that? But it's that decision to be plugged in. It's that decision to fill your cup up. Because even when you go to an event, when I go to an event in person, I would just pray, God, just let me hear that one thing that I need to hear that will move mountains in my business. It's the same thing virtually, same thing. And then what's neat is you're not having to account for travel time or all the other things. So go ahead and get registered for that. It's on April 23rd and 24th. All right, guys. Well, I think that's a wrap. A couple of reminders today in our Glam Getaway group. I hope you're in that group. One of our consultants, we're going to start featuring consultants. So if you're a glamour girl and you're like, I would love to go live, let me know, and we'll get you signed up into our rotation. But one of our consultants is going to do this crimson and gold look that's in the magazine. So that'll be a really, really fun look for you. Because right now it's crucial. It's crucial to be showing these products on social media to your customers. I just went live this morning and did the new pink lip kit to my customers. And y'all, that's how I'm selling a lot of product right now. It's just showing people how amazing it is. And y'all, if you're too scared to go live, just record it on your phone and then you can post it. There's also technology where you can like post it. I think if it's 5 minutes or less, it'll go, it'll look like it's live streaming, but it's free to do that. And if you want to go longer, obviously you have to upgrade. But I mean, I have done makeup early in the morning. So I just record it and then I post it on my customer group. So I want to encourage you to join into that Glam Getaway group today. Give that consultant some recognition, some love, and watch her do that look, and then try it yourself. Try it yourself. It'll be absolutely epic. All right. So a couple of reminders. Don't forget, we are looking for you to get on target for your star status for this quarter, the last quarter, with 300 wholesale in before the end of the month, from March 16th to the end. We're looking for new sparklers with 600 wholesale or more. Our next Price is Right is on the 19th, and then the Rockin' Red Rally is on the 23rd to 24th. Oh, I have one more thing. I totally almost forgot. Another event that's coming up is Easter. Easter's the first weekend of April, and I just want to give a shout out to Sandy. I know that this is one of the ways that she wrapped up her Igniter at the beginning of this month, was she sold an Easter basket to a husband. So we're going to start posting some Easter ideas for you. So check those out and make sure that you're offering those. You know, you can have kid Easter baskets for our teens with the botanical set, or, you know, lip gloss and powder and the little things. Or you can have grown-up Easter baskets, sell them to the guys with color palettes and skincare, body care, sun care. Like the sky is the limit. So remember that you go to the grocery store and you see all the things for the next holiday coming up. So if big businesses are capitalizing on holidays, why wouldn't you do that in your business? Why not? So it's a great way to help you wrap up April. All right, guys, March. I'm thinking about April because it's on my little pad here for all our upcoming events. But that's how you can wrap up March. So I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. Make sure you join us on Monday night. It's our last. Is it our last? No, it is not our last. It's our second to our last training in our STEM series. Callie is going to bring it with emotional management. And I don't care how many times you've heard training on it. Every time I hear something different that I can implement into my life right then, right now. So I hope you'll join us on Monday at 8 p.m. Central. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Have a great week. Bye.